Molweni Zithandwa, and welcome to my channel. Firstly, let us thank God for bringing us through another week. If you are new to the channel, welcome. You can call me Babes, you can call me Babs, you definitely can call me Obabsi. If you are a single parent or you have an ADHD child, or you enjoy cooking, then please do consider being part of this virtual family by subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you here. We also do the challenges of life and the struggles of raising a single parent. So, guys, welcome. Today, I bring you Q again to come and talk to us on multiracial, raising a multiracial child, in fact. So, let us welcome her again. So, welcome, Kokona girl.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. Hi, guys.
As you know her from the video of she's staying with her stepmom. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link in the description box so that you can check it out. It's a beautiful conversation that we had, and just bringing positivity around stepmoms and all of that. As we know, but on social media, there's a lot of negativity around his stepmom. So today we're coming with a different thing, girl.
Yes.
Girl. So the first how did it all begin? And let's start with what made you, okay, for me, Pofu, I'm always like, you are umlungu this, umlungu that. You're like, I want to stick to my race. So talk us through how you met with Takalumi and all of that. Give us some background.
Okay, so sorry. By the way, my child is Lumi. So unegama lesixhosa nele-English.
Okay.
And then obviously uthatha isename yam kuba singatshatanga.
Obviously.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, let me not say obviously, because a friend yam who says, I think you guys know her, took the boyfriend's surname.
You see?
Yeah.
So ekhaya umntana wentombi uthatha isename yentombi because anditshata.
Yes.
Okay. So I met my child's father in 2022.
Okay.
It was through a dating app.
Oh, very guys dating app.
So I downloaded this dating app. I think I had Tinder as well that time, but ndaghosta ngomnye umfana on Tinder, so ndamdelete. So I downloaded. I didn't download it, ne? And so I met my child's father, you guys, in 2022, ne? That downloaded this app again. It's called interracialdating.com. For those who want to try out new things, ne? I've always been a person who like, I don't want to be stuck on one thing.
Okay.
Ne? So I just thought, let me just try out something new. Ne? I wasn't gunning for a white man.
Okay.
I was just opening my horizons.
Okay.
So yeah, I did. I downloaded this app. Okay, I think within like a month, I got a message. Funny enough, white people.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of messages that I would get, it's from white people, abanye they're from overseas and whatnot, but it wouldn't materialize.
Okay.
So I got a message from this white guy, he's in Victoria, took my number, we took it from the app to WhatsApp.
Okay, so on the app, do you guys have your picture?
Yes.
So because I hear stories, people don't put in their real
pictures, yes. Know. Others don't, ne? So you put in your the information that you want to be there.
Okay.
It's not a necessity that you put everything and your personal things. So you put out like maybe a few pictures, because I had 3 pictures.
Okay.
And then someone gets to browse through your interest, your eye, your likes, your profile, all of those things. Okay. Yeah. So I got a message within a month and then of having the app, and then we took it to the Green app.
So what was the first message? What did you say?
The first message was, "Hi, beautiful." What was it? Oh, it was stunning. Yes, it was, "You look stunning." And then it was a back and forth thing. And, "Oh, thank you." I was blushing. "Oh, thank you." And then he said, "Can I please have your number?"
Okay.
He said he's not consistent on the app.
Okay.
So can he please have my number so that we can talk on WhatsApp?
Okay.
And then we chatted on WhatsApp. He gave me a video call so that to confirm that it's him.
Yes. Oh, it's also him on his side.
On his side as well, yes. So we started talking, and then within the first week, if not 2 weeks, he said he wasn't trying to lure me with money.
Okay.
So he just, mind you, I wasn't used to that.
Okay.
I had been single for so long, and I think the largest amount of money that I had been given by a boyfriend or whatever was like 4K. So the first 2 weeks that I was talking, for the first 2 weeks that I was talking to him, he sent me money. He sent me 5,000 rand.
So you haven't met?
No, we haven't met.
And already
he sent me money. Yeah. So he sent me the 5,000 rand, and then the second week he sent me.
What is the money for?
Just to spoil myself.
Kel? Okay.
So the second week, he said he wants to see me.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, no problem. And then he took my ID number, and then this time, guys, we are very trusting. I know it's very naive and because a total stranger your ID number, So I'm very not that I'm trusting, but I follow my heart and my gut a lot.
Okay.
So if my gut says this is right for me, I'll go with that. So I gave him my ID number, one Bookshare flights, return flights, and then.
Where were you at the time?
I was in Queenstown.
Okay, you were in Queenstown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said he wants to see me. He booked a flight for Friday. Yeah, booked a flight for Friday, and then it was on a Monday. And then he said to me, I must get myself a few things, and he sent me like 10K. And then,
all right.
and then come Friday, so I had.
So Imani, guys, let's get this straight. So you've been sent 15K over a period of how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We
haven't met. Obviously, there's some form of being scared and not liver. Also, they and like my aunts were not having it. They were like, what if this person is going to kill you?
Exactly. I think like that as well.
What if we often hear stories. Again, now if my gut says do something,
I
go with my gut. So Friday, I woke up very early because remember he had sent me money, so I did all the necessary arrangements. Like I bought my mini luggages and whatever, packed a few things and all of that. Did my hair, did my nails. I'm looking fresh. I'm gonna meet my guy, right?
Oh, so why doesn't he come to me?
Okay. So ndabase airport nyani. My flight was at 3:30. Ndakwela sabe sizodibana in Pretoria at a certain hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So the build up towards me meeting him, I don't want to lie, I was so scared. I'm like, even that's a plane, and I'm like, okay, is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing?
Oh God, now your question.
So I was questioning myself now, and I was getting anxious. So okay, and then I landed in Joburg, and then I took a train from Joburg to Pretoria.
Yeah.
And then in Pretoria, I was the first one to arrive at that hotel, and then I had to meet him there.
So were you arriving in the evening or in the morning?
In the evening.
Okay.
So I think I took him like, and again I had thought, but he's not coming.
Okay.
So I was nervous. So I think I came, and then he called me. He's like, have you already checked in? I'm like, yes. And then Africa, and he looked good. He smelled good. He smelled good too. Well, I was the first person to send my sister a location.
Okay.
So I got there and then sent him my location and all of that. Then like even photos. So I make sure that like someone knows. Yeah, yes. So I took pictures as well and I sent them to my sister. like if I'm going out on a first date or something like that, so that umuntu familiar understand.
Okay.
And then he called me once again, I told Nyango. I must open up, and I opened up and I hugged him. And
so when you saw each other, did you see him by hands?
Yes.
Okay.
I felt like pictures were not doing him any justice.
Oh,
he looked much better in real life than he did on pictures.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I wonder, like a belong, my association on Ashlambi and no hygienic and whatever. First of all, he was wearing a belt, something I noticed that they never do. He smelled good. His cologne smelled good. I still remember it. His hair was freshly cut, so he obviously couldn't make any effort. Because he was coming to meet me. So yeah, and then we just sat a bit in his a gentleman. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys give us a conversation? Yeah, you talking about what are you exactly what you talking about?
So he couldn't believe that he had met me already, and also he's like, oh, you know what he said? He said when okay. And he saw me walking in from his car. Yeah, he was like, yeah, no, she looks good.
Okay.
So that was our first conversation.
So if he didn't look good, he wasn't going to show up, clearly.
Maybe, ne? So, I don't know. And then we also spoke about how, because we had this conversation before of me asking him if he's like, white people sometimes they have interest in black women because they want, like, they have this fetish about black women. So I had this conversation with him as well. I'm like, are you sure this is what you want? He's like, yeah, I'm sure I'm in the right place at the right time. So yeah, that was the conversation that we had. Also we laughed a lot, man, which is quite strange because I felt as though so yeah,
like we clicked on on the go.
We clicked, and then later on we were meant to go and have dinner out, but we ended up having dinner in a glass room. Okay. Because he was like, no, I enjoy company a lot, so I don't want us to go out. It's fine, we can order in and whatever. So I spent the the weekend with him, and then okay. I don't think she knows this as well. I'm about to drop a bombshell right now.
Oh my days.
So I went back. Yeah, because I spent a weekend with him. And then I went back. And then I hadn't seen him for like 3 months. Yeah.
Okay.
And then within that 3 months, I started feeling sick.
I'm sick.
So I started feeling sick. And then I did a pregnancy test before I went to him. So I felt pregnant in that weekend that we had just seen each other. You see? So yeah.
So
and I just know where he works because he told me where he works. So at that point, like, I didn't even know his ID number. I didn't even know his birthday.
What's going on? It's the protection that's kill. Anyway, continue.
Trust her. Another thing, you know what she said when she first saw me at church with a not a white baby, multiracial baby. She was like, I said, is it no? White D.
Oh,
so she doesn't have filter. She said that.
Okay.
So yeah, I felt pregnant in the first weekend that we were together. And that was 3 months, and I'm going to go for the next 3 months because he traveled.
Okay.
And then I saw him again. Then I dropped the bomb on him.
So in the 3 months you were communicating like
yes,
daily?
we were still communicating.
Okay.
And zange kubekho nalaa nto yoba kuthiwe we just met, I told him I was pregnant, and then he ran away. No, we were always communicating.
So you told him before you met him, when are you pregnant? Okay. Then what did he say?
We're still communicating. He was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes." Mind you, he doesn't have kids.
Okay.
He was 39 that year.
So what's the age gap?
The age gap, I think it's 9 years.
Okay, not bad.
So it's 9 years. So this is like literally from an innocent bystander. It's like this black girl came to trap this white man, and she fell pregnant, and all of that. Kanti nyhani ke izinto ziyazenzekela, uyabo. And prior to that, I wasn't dating anyone. I hadn't fallen pregnant or anything like that. So yeah, it just happened like that. But he understood. Him was very understanding. He was like, "No, it's fine." And then I met him whilst I was pregnant. He was like, "I can't believe we're having a baby and whatever." And he was so sure that we were having a boy. And I think I got convinced. Yeah, he's the one who was like, "Yeah, we're definitely having a boy." And I didn't even want to know the gender.
Scan when you went for a scan.
So I only knew on the day of my delivery that I'm having a boy.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then breaking it. Okay, and then what about his family? Do you know he's part of his family now?
Yes, I do. I know his brother.
Okay.
I know his mother. I know his dad. But not in person.
Okay, so over the phone.
So over the phone, I know his family, immediate family.
Okay, so how are they towards you?
They're very, like, his brother was even initiating that we bring the kids together because they are a family of 5. They are 3 boys, and they all have boys.
Oh,
so he wanted to.
So, and then the mother, everyone was welcoming.
Everyone was welcoming towards me. I don't want to lie. They were receptive to like having their son. It's his first kid, most. So yeah, and I briefly had a conversation with his mother.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a brief conversation. She was like happy that I'm gonna have a baby soon. I must have a safe delivery. Just general stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And your family?
Well, my family very tricky. My family is strict.
Yeah.
It's always be like that.
So closer families.
Most closer families. Yeah. So you will pay your respect until they die.
As long as you in the house.
Yes.
You follow the rules.
Their rules.
Yeah.
Yes. So it had to be like that with me as well. But they sat me down and they asked me about who is the father of my child and me breaking the news to them. I didn't break the news.
Okay.
I called my aunt and then she broke the news to them.
So how did they react when finding out which is a different race, especially like a white person?
Hilarious. It was hilarious. I didn't want to laugh because it's a serious moment. It was weird. But my aunt, she said, Nkosi yam, kuzawuthiwa sitheni, sizawuba nomntana omlungu onamehlo ablue oyikekayo
Adoyike umntana
ekliniki. Xa usisa umntana ekliniki kuzawuthiwa ngumntana otheni lonenwele eziyephu. Yabo
sala. Work was the drama.
Umathembeke ekhaya ngedrama. That's the middle name drama. And then my 2 uncles, they kept on making Afrikaans references because he's Afrikaans. That's another thing that I didn't mention.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's Afrikaans, and then they kept on making references. Also, they kept on singing about it. Yeah, so I think everyone was just nervous of the unknown. They didn't say it directly to me, but they didn't judge me. That's one thing that I never felt. but they just made light of the situation.
Okay.
This is the situation we're in now. Let's just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not turning back.
There's no turning back. It is what it is. Yes.
Okay.
Also, knowing the fact that I'm the first grandchild or the first child to date umlungu.
Okay.
I'm the first Ikaya to bring a baby,
by
a whole baby by umlungu. Yeah, so in the 18 Lena to the community as to their friends, to their family. Yes. So how are we gonna explain that? I'm probably the first person to have a baby by a white person. So it carries a lot of weight and a lot of stigma also.
And then when it comes to his into of Klaula and all of that, how did you guys go about?
Same as everyone, and there's no exception. Indian, colored, whatever.
You pay damages.
Pay damages.
Okay.
You pay damages. Now that enables you to have access to the
child.
Yes.
So Utakalumi didn't have issues or
no, I don't want to lie. He understood everything. Also, I think he was very understanding of everything. I would tell him something, he'd be like, okay, this is how it works. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was very supportive.
Yeah, very supportive.
You know, you always find Okuti Abanyamanji, they don't understand, like, as new races. Like, they don't understand, well, why should you do that?
Yes.
And all of that.
No, he wasn't questioning anything, Shamian. He was just understanding, point of understanding. Also knowing that he knows that he was the one responsible for me.
Okay. So he never, since now it was the first time you guys slept together, did he ever at any point like request for it DNA? Because at some point, you know, Abanyamandu would have, but I know, but we just met. How do I know that you don't have a boyfriend before you came here?
Yeah.
You know,
he never did. I think he just waited for
the child,
the baby to be born. But I don't think he had any doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I had said, when I met him, I told him that I was not busy with him. Okay. Obviously, it's not easy to trust someone that you've just met. So I think he just understood everything, knowing that at the end it's going to be revealed whether the baby is his or not. Yes.
Okay.
And my child came out, but he didn't come out with blue hair. Came out with pink lips, very pale skin, very light hair, blonde hair.
Such a cutie though.
I know. I always want to chew him up each and every day. Although his texture of hair has changed now to curly.
Okay.
When I gave birth to him, he had very silky blonde hair.
Okay.
And then in the anticipation of me giving birth now to everyone, you know.
Of course, this is going to be a new
experience
within the family. You know? How we're going to handle him. Is he going to or what is he going to? And then tell me,
my child does not like izihlangu, akafuna ukombatha, akafuna umnqwazi. He hates the heat.
Yeah.
Also, he has sensitive skin, so if he comes out like he has a heat rash. Yes. So even now it's very evident. It's very evident that he's white.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Ikala, he has my features, but Ikala is definitely his dad's.
Yes.
Inwele, definitely his dad's. Even though it changes like the texture, it becomes curlier now because it's mixed hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, okay, guys. No, because Tinama's kusama. Maybe say must be warm.
Yes, all the time. No, not my child. At 1 month old, I say lalang in again because it was too hot for him. And now okay, he doesn't like shoes. I at all. The heat, like we can't stand the heat.
Okay, guys. And then let's talk about how has the public received you? Do you get any stares? Do you get any people asking you some questions about Kelly or and your friends, Martini, like?
Let's start with let's start with my family first. Now I've got a big family. So I've never felt like they put me under scrutiny.
Okay.
By the judge or anything like that. I've never felt like that. I don't want to lie. They've accepted my child the way as he is. My friends as well. First initial shock, like everyone else. How did you manage it, whatever? But as time goes by and also warming up to my baby, so yeah, they come to terms with everything, And then there's the public. I think I've gotten a lot of stares from people. Also, we're at a restaurant.
Okay.
They're trying to side eye. Yes, they're heavy on me. And then they're trying to like piece together. But how does it make sense? But this is my child and whatever, and all of that. The wildest thing I've been asked was they were to know me, like awoyiki xa ephefumla. Phefumla njani as if umlungu phefumla different from a black person. So the rest of the comments is like sometimes there's nabobo judgmental.
Okay.
Sometimes they do look down on you. Sometimes they do offend me, but I try and not let that get me.
What is a comment that has offended you?
Someone saying to me, I'm my child's nanny.
Oh, I remember you posted
on TikTok. Yes.
Take us through that story.
So it was this girl. She had said, well, she viewed my WhatsApp stories, and we went to a kids party with a friend of mine, and then she said to me, my friends, well, I showed my friends a picture of you and Lumi. My friends were saying I sent ineni kalumi.
How did they jump to my name?
I'm the nanny. So so I immediately cut that person out of my life. Not that they were in my life, but it's just the people like acquaintance. Yes. So I just drew a boundary. Like, you cannot say something like that to me and think it's gonna be okay.
Okay. And for her to even come and tell you,
you see,
that says something else.
Something else. Also, you were discussing me and my child with your friends. How does that, like, how is that okay? Now I'm very protective of my spaces as like anyone else.
Yes.
It could be my aunt, anyone that's close to me. I'm very protective of them, even worse with my child. You cannot go away with saying anything to my child and then think it's okay.
Yeah.
So I just...
Not in this day and age.
No. You cannot say to me, I sent Neni Kalumi. How to being a nanny? I didn't even know what to say. But also, like there's other things that people say as well. If maybe I'm going to buy, let's say, baby essentials,
okay,
and then I'm in the same aisle as another person, or a white person. Is this your baby? He looks so cute. You guys don't look alike. That says a lot, mustn't it?
Yeah, but
yes, you like directly. You're literally saying I'm not my child's mother. So abanye abantu are very nice.
Do you think you get more critics from the black community more than you get from the white community?
I think so, yes.
Are the white community more responsive or more what is the correct term? More positive than the black community?
Yes, I think so. I think white people have warmed up to multiracial couples.
Okay.
I think black people they
Still
see
behind.
they still behind. They see them from far, but once it's close to them, they start making some nasty comments. Yeah. Another thing that I find is weird that people do whenever they see me and my child, or maybe whenever I tell them that my baby's father is white, they want to reference their encounter of dating a white person. So that's always the case with me. It does that one doesn't offend me, but the one that irks me a lot is people having to make assumptions and undermine me. Yeah.
Guys, we must stop that. Yes.
Please.
We must stop at that. Because now remember, that was so cooler in a black community, and she's gonna stick of many stigma, and I mean, we live in a different generation, and we just need to almost like raise awareness on such things.
Also, I feel like if people get away with saying anything to me, imagine what they'll do to my child once he grows up. So now I have to protect his space and protect him as well, because he still has to go to school. People are still going to criticize how his hair is, how his skin is, because now he has sensitive skin. He cannot be around the sun too much, and I have to make him understand that. Also, he's going to grow up seeing a lot of black people
because he's living with the mother.
In a black community, right? And now our recent encounter, we went home and he saw. I don't think I'll remember though, but he saw a cow being slaughtered.
Okay.
So he's gonna go from this side, there's cows being slaughtered, and then this side, his dad's side, those things are not being done. Right? So you understand the task that I have. So yeah.
And then tell us, how has being a mom changed you as a person? Like, yeah.
Oh my word. I love being a mother. I absolutely love being a mother. If sorry, if I would be given an opportunity to go back, and choose the life that I was living as compared to the life that I'm living now, I choose being a mother. I love being a mother.
Not me, guys. I love my son. I couldn't do without a child.
I love my son too, and there are days where it's challenging, but I love being a mother. I wouldn't trade it for anything. The best part about being a mother is my son seeing me, and when
the joy.
Yes. Also, when they are crying, or maybe they don't know what they want and whatever, and then suddenly you appear, and then they stop crying, everything's fine. That's the satisfaction that I get from raising my child. So I love being a mother. I'd do it all over again.
Okay, and how has your siblings received him? I see Bana, uyamthanda uMilani.
Uyamthanda uMilani, my brother. Umthanda kakhulu. It's hard not to love my child.
So cute.
She's gonna share a picture of him, of us. He's very, 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 very cute. So it's hard not to love him, and my siblings are the best. They are good with him also. So that's another thing I love about. If someone would ask me to have another child again, no, I would not have another child again.
Okay, you love being a mom, but
I love being mom, but I wouldn't have another child again. I think I'm good with one.
I get you now. Like I always say, if I get married, in fact, when I get married, umuntu ozosana abantwana
bakhe. I share the same sentiments.
Yes, I don't mind.
I don't mind as well.
Stepmom and all that.
No.
But I don't want someone who's officati. I want our child. No.
Listen to me. I'm good. Also, another thing my siblings are saying is that if I have another child, you see the pressure. They say if I have another child, I have to make sure that child keeps up with Ulumi and how cute he is.
Goodness me.
So now I don't have a choice.
No.
I have to
go for
again. Or I have to ask Tata for another baby again.
And then are you guys still together?
No. I think we tried because remember I did mention that it happened so fast.
Yeah.
In Doyamna. So no, we are not together.
But he's still supporting.
Yes, no, he is, Shem. I don't have a problem with not being together with him.
Okay.
I think also I wouldn't mind if he got married. I would be happy for him. You know. I didn't sink my
nails,
my claws into him enough for me to not detach myself.
Okay.
So I'm okay with us co-parenting, and he's a good dad. I don't want to lie.
And the family still call you and maybe
the brother, yes, but since he stays far from his parents, so I hardly get to talk to his parents. Okay. So the brother, yes,
that's good.
More often.
Okay. Well, guys, what else? So have you ever thought of which obviously now because most guys so be going to a school SC model C or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that will also help with him instead of
yes.
All
schools, yeah,
true. And all of that,
Yeah.
Okay. And what message would you send to the public with regards to multiracial children and all of that?
I'd just say people must just be more kind.
Yeah.
Be more kind, be more understanding of people's situations. Imagine if you meet, because a lot of people, let's say maybe most mothers have a lot of melanin, so they're darker than us, and they marry a white person, and they get those type of questions in supermarket, and then they get those type of questions from people, or those types of stares and whatever. It's okay to stare, it's not wrong, but it's
don't
okay.
make it obvious.
Yes, don't make it obvious.
I think it's good to stay. It's good to just have a look, but not to stay. Like when one business just fine.
Yes.
Then you can read.
And also by
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that's why I'm like, it's like be more kind to people, be more understanding of people's situations. I think more than anything, I now understand what albinos go through. People with albinism go through, because I think I receive stays on a daily basis. Even people from church, like we go to church every Saturday, almost every Saturday, but they still haven't
gotten used to
Ulum. Yeah.
Have you ever gotten any negative comments from Ngonzon?
I think no.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to lie. Never. Also, another thing, I've never gotten any negative comments from the people from my village.
No,
never. They are so kind, so loving as well. I think I get more comments and stays
in
suburbs, yeah.
Okay. Of which they are more aware of the things that are happening, like multiracial, for them to make such negative comments.
Yes.
People are not.
How do they know
to this kind of children and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for sharing your story, and we wish you all the best. Thank you for coming as always. I'm still gonna. I think there's a lot to manage for you.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
We'll have another video soon, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment down below, share this video,
and subscribe
to the channel, and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on the socials at Babe Sinalo on Instagram and on TikTok. And then Kumani is Q with Mbali at Instagram and also on TikTok. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Up until next time. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.